I just got back from watching The Bride. Pretty much, it was okay, but it definitely wasn't the best. I'm gonna be for real. Off the bat, Jessie Buckley, Christian Bale, y'all killed it as the Bride and Frankenstein. Like, they really killed it. I'm not talking about the creature, I'm talking about Frankenstein, because he called himself Frankenstein, or Frank, in this movie. There were so many scenes at the beginning, and I'll talk about later scenes in a second, but there were so many scenes between them that I thought was pretty good. Like, that's one of the shining lights, maybe one of the only ones, that I was like, wow, this is pretty decent, pretty good. But the thing that kind of drew me out of this movie is that I feel like there were some things brought up, some things that were trying to be used that seemed pretty interesting with it, but it didn't go too much into that, which is kind of what I wanted it to do during the movie. Like, the Bride was a very interesting character, played by Jessie Buckley, and she really motivated so many people. Like, really motivated. I thought that group would be used more in the movie. Turns out they weren't, and I was kind of annoyed about it. I thought it was turning into something with that, but it was more of like a, yeah, that's there. Let's move on to the next scene. And I was like, why? And then there were other things going on. There was a mob boss story that I thought would play out a little bit more. It kind of didn't, kind of wasn't too relevant in the movie. And that kind of annoyed me because there were these different storylines that could have made it a little bigger, a little bit more interesting. But it was primarily kept in the realm of romance, which isn't that bad. That's what the movie was selling me on. So that's why I'm not that mad. But if you're going to show me that little piece right there and there's potential for it to grow, I kind of wanted it to grow. One of the other things that I thought was pretty interesting in this movie, there was an interesting thing they did with Mary Shelley in a way, and I thought that was really cool. That was one thing where I was like, wow, that's very interesting. I wish they played with it more. I wish they used that with the Bride and Mary Shelley a little bit more, but I'm not gonna complain because once again, this was a interesting romantic story, I guess. It was interesting. That's another thing. I kind of feel like I've seen a movie like this before, but just a different creative view on how to tell this type of story. Just to get my rating out the way, I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10, only because once again, I feel like I've seen this type of movie before, but it had some creative, I don't know even what to say about it. Just, it had a different way of telling the story in a creative way that I thought was pretty interesting, but it didn't fully encapsulate me. It didn't fully win me over, and obviously that's not a bad thing. It's probably not a movie. I'd prefer this. It kind of reminds me of Joker Folie à Deux. I'm gonna be for real. It kind of gives vibes off of Joker Folie à Deux, but this movie's definitely way better than Joker Folie à Deux. I hated Joker Folie à Deux. We'll get into that whole thing later, but it was just okay. It was okay. I don't hate it. I just wish it went more into the potential that it was showing us through the film, in my opinion. But I want to know what you guys think. Obviously, Jessie Buckley and Christian Bale kill it in this movie, but I want to know what you guys thought about it. What did you guys think about the whole overall story? Love it? Did you like it? Hate it? Please let me know in the comments down below. And also, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow PhilmPod on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure to hit that bell as well. And yo, for my audio listeners, why are you not subscribed or even following our Spotify account? You can just listen to audio instead of seeing my ugly face. Come on now. Either way, guys, make sure to stay safe, drink a lot of water, stay on the lookout for my next podcast episode, and peace, y'all.